Hi friends, I'm Jennifer Scott and welcome back to my channel, J Scott Beauty. Today I'm going to go kind of easy on you. We are reviewing just one product. Today it is the Huda Beauty Faux Finish Foundation Stick. Now, I'm not a huge fan of foundation sticks, but I think it's partially just the whole like swiping crap on your face. I don't know. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's a tactile thing for me, but whatever. It's been getting pretty good reviews so far, so that's why I wanted to try it. I thought the shade range looked really good. I went to Sephora today. They were able to match me. As a matter of fact, I probably still have the stripes on my neck from where they were matching me. So right off the bat, I can tell you that I have the shade Shortbread. This is $39 and it's 0.44 ounces. So 0.44, that's a little annoying to me because most foundations, like literally almost all of them, are usually an ounce. Sometimes a little less, sometimes a little more, but this is less than half an ounce, and I get it, it's a solid, so that's different, but $39 for less than half an ounce? I don't know, let's see. So I'm gonna struggle with packaging like I always do. And, you know, as we've come to expect from Huda, it's pretty packaging. Let's turn this up and see how much 0.44 ounces really is. Okay, so that's it. That's all you're getting for $39. I'm gonna hope that a little bit goes a long way. Now, when she released this, she also released it with a primer and with a brush. Well, if you've heard me before, I'm not super into buying the brush that goes with the foundation because then you're spending like $80 and that's so unnecessary and annoying. But I always want to try new foundation. Like, I always want my skin to look better. I always want it to look my skin, but better. I want it to be as perfect as it can be. I'm not 20 years old anymore. I have, you know, well, I'm 50. God, that hurts so much to say, but I am. That's my age. I don't want to entirely look my age. I'd rather people are like, oh, really? I thought you were 47. I'll take that. So we're going to try this. Now, because the primer that she released with this is considered a hydrating primer, I looked at the ingredients. There's glycerin in it, so that's why it's hydrating. I'm just going to use a hydrating primer of my own and see how it works. Okay, affiliate alert. Embryolisse has for years been one of my favorite hydrating primers. I did get an affiliate with them a few weeks ago, which I was super thrilled about because I've loved this product for so long. If you guys do want to save 15% off, there is a link in the description box. You can just click the link, go to the site, and you'll save 15% off with the code. But anywho, I'm going to use this because I love it. Check any makeup artist kit and you will find this in there, and it's always on my table. So let's go in with my primer. All right, so I'm going to use just about that much. That's usually plenty for the whole face. I did, you know, cleanse my face earlier today, put my skincare on, but that was several hours ago. If you have just, you know, cleansed your face and done your skincare, then you probably won't need a primer if you just use a good amount of moisturizer. Don't you love how my skin always turns pink every time I touch it? It's not because I'm sensitive, my skin's reactive. So it turns pink and in like 10 seconds, 20 seconds, it goes back to its normal color. So I'm not having any issues. My skin is just reactive to touch. Oh, I love the way it smells. All right, so looking at this color, like right off the bat, it seems light to me. She did, you know, do a little color print on my neck in the store. It did seem to blend in very well. I can always adjust with bronzer, but let's hope we don't have to. Let's see what kind of a match we're getting here. Hand mirror. All right, let's see what we got here. Now, I've seen most people like give it like, oh, it's nice and creamy. Like 3 swipes on the face. It is really creamy. Okay. Let's do here and this side of the nose and here. So I'm going to try this side of the face using my beauty blender that's dampened, and the other side of the face I'll use a brush since she did sell it with a brush, but I have seen people talking about how they like using their beauty blender with it. So let's see what we like. Okay, so first impression is it's a medium coverage. Why do I always wear the noisy bracelets on the right hand? Oh, gosh. Okay, it feels light. Like I don't feel it. I'm not having that, you know, heavy foundation sitting on my face feeling at all. I'm not feeling it at all. So that's really great. I'm going to build up the coverage a little bit in some areas just because I'm like medium leaning towards a full coverage girl. Not full coverage entirely, but I'm like in between medium and full. That's what I like. But honestly, you can shear this out to light coverage. It goes on medium and it looks like you can pretty much build. All right, so just for me, looking so far, I think that this is actually a good, seems like a good color match. I hope it doesn't oxidize. That's the one thing that can always be a problem. I'm just doing my whole nose. Like, screw the brush with the nose. I just have to do the whole nose. I'm gonna do a wear test today. I will check in at the end of the day so we can see how it has performed all day long. Because really, my first impression matters a little bit, but what really matters is how it wears throughout the day and what I look like at the end of the day. Now, I do have a little blemish brewing here. Let's see if we can cover it. She likes to go in, doesn't she? Yeah, this is such, I can't believe how light this feels on my skin. And there's no scent, which that was a problem with the first foundation that Huda launched. I couldn't get it because it was super full coverage, but whatever, you can shear that out with beauty oils or, you know, with your moisturizer. But the scent, it was just too heavily perfumed and I just can't. So this is my first experience with a Huda product for complexion and I really like it. What are you thinking? Okay, let's try it on the other side and we'll use a brush. Okay, oops, almost went with my beauty blender, of course. Clean brush, and let's see how this goes. I'm buffing in circles because that's the way I like. All right, I'm thinking it's going on nicely with the brush too, but I think that it is actually nicer with the beauty blender. I think it's slightly more, can you see a difference at all from brush to beauty blender? I think the beauty blender just helps it blend in a little nicer. Now, you know, my 11s are my sore spot. That's where I will crease and makeup will sink into the lines. So we're gonna go in good there and see what happens throughout the day. Okay, I think I have that pretty much how I want it. I'm gonna go do the rest of my face and I will come back to you in a minute. And I'm back. I have my whole face done except for my eyes because if you remember when I did my Sephora VIB haul and I got the Pat McGrath palette and I showed you all of the crazy colors that are in it. Well, I told you that I could make this work for every day. So I'm gonna show you just one simple eye look from one of these crazy colors because I don't want you thinking, oh God, I'm not that daring. I have a basic job. I can't wear those kinds of colors. You know what? If you love colors, you can wear them. And there's a way to wear them where it doesn't look like you're going out to the disco. So I've primed my eyes already with my MAC Painterly Paint Pot. And I'm gonna go into my Mattes by Mario. I'm just gonna go into this very white shade here. I just wanna put down just a soft neutral color, just so that there's like a nice smooth base for my color to move across. There we go, just a thin layer. So I'm going to take it easy on you this time, and I'm just going to go in with this gold color here. It seems pretty intense, but I'm going to use a very fluffy brush. The fluffier the brush you use, the more it's going to disperse and diffuse the color, so it's not going to be as concentrated or as like deep. So I'm going to go into the pan with this kind of flat, thick brush. It is a little fluffy, but I'm just going to use that to just pick up the amount of product that I want. Just going to kind of load it up there, but not like a lot. It's medium load. Okay, now we're just going to go and I'm going to pat it on. Just pat. Now, as you can see, there's just a minimal amount of color. I'm going to put my brush in the pan again and pat it on again. This time moving up, just beyond the crease a little bit. Now, normally I would lay down my transition color, which would be from the crease up first, but because I'm going in with, well, a slightly intense color, however, I'm doing it in a diffuse soft way, I'm going to save doing the transition color until after I finish this part. Now on the outer edge, I want it to be a little deeper, so I'm going to really pack it on the outer corner. See, not crazy yet. And then gently, lightly, on the inside, bring it up, almost like you're coming up to the eyebrow, but not entirely. Because you want to get some of that sparkle and shine on the inner portion of your eye, and then fading out. Okay, now that I have that color pretty much where I want it, I'm going to use a fluffy brush and just blend it a little bit for softness, but it's soft anyway. And then I'm going to go back into my Makeup by Mario, and I'm going to mix these two colors, these two bottom colors here, to do the transition area. Now, normally I say you would do that first, but because we want to control the sparkle and shine, but still have it on our eyes, we're going to do it a little backwards this time. Because I like the sparkle and shine, but going over top of it with a matte kind of takes it down to like a satin finish, so that you still have your sparkle and shine, but it's not as intense as it is on the lower lid. And then I'm just going to go back into the white shade that we had done all over the lid, and I'm just going to use that to highlight under the brow bone just a little bit, just a bit. Okay, now I'm going to go do the same to the other eye, and I'll be right back. There we have it. Now my eyes are sparkly, shiny, but they're not out of control. I could still go around town. I could go to the office. I could have a regular day, and it would feel special because I've got some sparkle and shine, but it's not crazy. So here I took this shade right here and made it not crazy. Next time, we're going to take this green shade here and make it not crazy. Okay, so here we have the finished look. I pretty much used all of my standard products. I used my Hourglass Ambient Lighting, I used my Makeup Forever blush, I used my Laura Mercier powder, went a little fancy and used my Tom Ford mascara today. Of course, I used the Joa Brow Down to Me on my eyebrows, my Laura Mercier lipstick that I love, love, love. So pretty much just my basics. And then I went in and I did give a spritz with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray, because I've been giving that a try. So this is how I would do my makeup. Nothing is out of the ordinary. It's just that the Huda Beauty Faux Filter stick is what we're giving our test to today. So I'm going to wear this for the rest of today. I will check in at the end of the day before I wash off my face, and we'll see how it has held up. Hi friends, well, I'm back. It's the end of the day. Let me take off my glasses because, whoops, sorry. So I've had this on for several hours. I did have a mask on because I went to the grocery store. At one point I was sweating. I don't even know what I was doing. So I've kind of like put it through itself. I didn't do any touch-ups whatsoever. And normally I would maybe, you know, give it a little powder touch-up once or twice just because. I didn't do that. What I love most of all is that at no point did I feel like I had makeup on. I didn't notice the foundation. My face didn't get itchy. I wasn't annoyed. So I really like that a lot. Like, that's a huge plus for me, not being able to feel it. I'm going to give it several more tries because I like it. I wanted to get used to it though, because if there's one thing I've learned over the years is that every foundation likes to be treated its own special way. So I'm going to try it a couple different ways using a gripping primer. I'll probably try using it with one of the pore filling primers. I'm going to give it a bunch of different tries to see, you know, what it really likes. Different powder situations, blah, blah, blah. But that's all boring stuff for me. I like this foundation. I'm not going to say I love it. I'm not going to say it's my holy grail because we're not there yet. But it's definitely not something to return or, you know, be annoyed about. I mean, you know, I have put it through its paces today. So I'm pretty happy. And even the color, I don't think the color oxidized, which I'm thrilled about. There's nothing worse than seeing your face get like oranger as the day goes by. Oh, but I'm happy. So Huda Beauty, nice. Thank you very much. I hope you guys like this. If you'd like to see more first impression try-on videos, let me know. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications. And if you have any questions about this, put it in the comments below. And if you found a new foundation recently that you want me to test out, let me know. I am up for anything. Thank you so much for being with me. Mwah.